Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boys, Frogan Reactions here. My name is Logan.
My name is Francesco.
And in today's video, you're going to be discussing
games 48, 49, 50, and the Riley suspension. We are recording this at 1 hour before the St. Louis Blues game tonight, and we are just getting information literally seconds before we started filming. Justin, Kevin Weeks saying he's being told that Riley's getting 5-game suspension. So let's get right into this information. Here we go. So we're gonna start with the games, and we'll get to the suspension. We'll get to the ranting. I'm sure we're gonna get an NHL player safety tweet in the coming minutes. So as we go through this, we're basically finding this out live as you do.
Live, yeah.
So Islanders, it's John Tavares' old team rematch in Scotiabank Arena, and you'd think they were gonna actually try and win this time.
But they actually never show up for John because John is apparently not our captain, I guess. We just don't want a leader.
Okay.
Matthew Barzal, 14th goal of the year for him. Mike Riley. I think that's Mike Riley. I don't even fucking know. His name is M. Riley. And Anders Lee. There's only one Riley I know, and that's Morgan Riley. And that's for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 1-0 for the Islanders.
Second period, Mitchie Marner getting us on the board.
Let's
Hell
go,
yeah.
baby.
John Tavares, Austin Matthews getting the assist. And then we get a first NHL goal.
Curtis McLean.
Great. Clutterbuck assisting. Why was the Leafs? Why?
The Leafs and the dad was in the building because he was behind the bench. Folks, you can't write this stuff up.
Nope.
You can't. The Leafs are always known for first NHL goals for other players on other teams.
Third period. Guess who?
John Tavares shows up for the boys. Says, I put this team on my back.
I don't remember if he broke the slump in this game or if it was a previous game, but either way, he is back, and he's finally back.
Got the monkey off his back. 14th goal of the year for him on a power play. Morgan Riley and William Nylander picking up the assist.
And then look who scored next. It just had to happen.
It just had to be. We were waiting.
Bet. You can bet, and it's gonna happen.
You can't write this stuff up. First NHL goal for Curtis McLean. Then we got Pierre Engvall in his return to Toronto, and apparently they put a tribute video for him. Not for anyone else though, not for Kyle Dubas, who contributed 9 years to this team, but put on a tribute for Pierre Engvall, and he literally gave the finger and a big finger wag.
Oh yeah.
And scored in his first game.
He wasn't even listening when they did it.
6th goal of the year for him. Brock Nelson and Kyle Palmieri picking up the assist.
That's a 3-2 loss. Great job, Leafs.
Great job!
6 shots on goal for the Leafs, 29 for the Islanders. We went 1 for 2 on the power play. They went 1 for 2 on the power play. Okay, that's fine. 40 hits for the Islanders, 25 for the Leafs, 18 blocks apiece. 6 giveaways for the Islanders, 11 for the Leafs, 25, 15, and 8.
50% from the face-off dot for both teams.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. Heading into game 49 against the Dallas Stars, they are an actual cup contending team, but for some reason we find a way to beat them. We beat the good teams, we lose against the bad teams.
Makes a lot of sense, huh?
Yep, for sure.
William Nylander picking up his 24th goal of the year for him. Power play goal on a power play. Morgan Riley picking up the assist. 1-0 Toronto. Then Jamie Benn. Mr. Old Jamie Benn. 9th goal of the year for him. On a power play, Joe Pavelski and Jason Robertson picking up the assist. 1-1 tie. Then Evgeny Dadonov picking up the goal there. 11th goal of the year for him. Delarnay, what?
I don't know.
Suter picking up the assist. 2-1 for Dallas.
And then the man, the myth, the legend, John Tavares, 15th of the season on the power play again, assisted by William Nylander, 40th assist for him. And then another power play, another goal, 41 and counting for Austin Matthews. John Tavares assisting. That is a 3-point night for Tavares because he gets another assist in the third.
Folks, we just got to be prepared. Austin Matthews will get to 60 goals. That's maybe even 70. But he's definitely going to get to 60. Evgeny Dadonov picking up the 12th goal of the year for him. Unassisted on a penalty shot.
This was so stupid.
This was the dumbest shit ever. But Mitch Marner quickly responds. 22nd goal of the year for him. Matthews and Nyes picking up the assist. Then William Nylander picking up his 25th goal of the year for him. John Tavares, Bertuzzi picking up the assist. 5-3 Toronto.
And then whatever, Johnston, Iskinen, Marchment, 5-4. They almost tied it. They had me on my edge of my seat, because that's what the Leafs do. 31 shots on goal for both teams. 3 for 3 on the power play for the Leafs is what I like to see. Thank you, Guy Boucher. They're finally getting back to work.
Boucher, the legend.
Yes.
The man, the myth, the legend that runs the empty net, timeouts, and does the power play. He is a magician, folks. Pray on his feet. Bow down.
They didn't even take long to score on the power plays, too. It was like in the first minute. 1 for 4 on the power play for the Stars. 36 hits for the Leafs. 31 for the Stars. 22 blocks for the Leafs. 10 for the Stars. 15 giveaways for the Leafs. Not good. 9 for the Stars. 26, 15, and 8 is our record heading into game 50. A controversial Battle of Ontario. And it started.
Folks, I'm going to get right into this one because this one's going to be good. Hey, how you feeling, old Stützle? Stützle, the diver of the century. He's the biggest diver in the NHL. Now, we're going to get to Ridley Gregg in a second and that big mahuma, whatever you want to put on that big hit or you want to call it, whatever. Matthews picking up the goal there, 42nd goal of the year for him. Marner and Nyes picking up the assist here. Claude Giroux picking up his 16th goal of the year for him. Matthew Joseph picking up his assist. 1-1 tie. Going into the second period coming on.
Vladimir Tarasenko, it's 2-1 Ottawa. Boo-hoo. Pinto and Chychrun picking up assists. And then Matthew Nyes responds with his 9th of the season. Bumping a slump. Marner and Matthews picking up assists. Of course, the lead just goes away. The tie game is gone because Shane Pinto, 3rd of the season, Kelly Zub. Norris, 13th of the season, Batherson, assisting. Oh, wow. Okay, so then they start a comeback that never finishes.
Then Max Domi, of course. 5th goal of the year for him. Morgan Riley and Nick Robertson picking up the assist. Then Ridley Gregg. Ridley Gregg ending it. 8th goal of the year for him. On a slap shot, mind you. Why are you slap shotting it in the net? You have an empty net. You can just chuck it in and that's it. Just put it in the hole. Just touch it and that's it.
It looks to be
but you dive in. You reach out and and that's against the rules, unwritten rules of the NHL.
Classless move by the youngster, and you heard
Shane
from
Pinto.
Veterans themselves. Veteran NHL players have said that this is not this is a classless move. Giroux was interviewed in the post game, and he didn't want to comment on it, but you can tell by the look on his face he wasn't happy about what Ridley Gregg did, and he knew that was a stupid move because Giroux's been as an old timer too, and he knows that that's stupidity right there.
Shane Pinto, by
Ryan Reeves says bring violence back to hockey. Wants to get that tattooed on him because for some reason the refs did not let him do anything at the end of the game because Keith was so pissed off he put Reeves and Benoit on the ice to stir the pot, but the refs let him do absolutely nothing because they're sore losers.
Oh, okay. And by the way, Pinto picking up the assist there. Now let's get into the suspension that I've been talking, but first we gotta go through the stats.
Oh yes, so 34 shots on goal for the Leafs, 32 for the Senators. No power plays for the Leafs. No power plays whatsoever. You're telling me that an Ottawa Senators team got no penalties?
There was some there that was questionable on Jake McCabe.
Right.
Bleeding.
Right.
Yeah. No power play there. But old fucking Stützle can come out, trip, act like he got shot.
Diving lessons.
Act like he got shot like by like a robber or something.
He came out of Keith's damn mouth. Biggest diver in the league. These refs are dumb. 0 for 3 in the power play for the Senators. They even got 3 power play chances. They got 19. We got 19 penalty minutes, and the Senators could do nothing with that. Boo-hoo. 23 hits for the Senators, 19 for the Leafs, 15 blocks for the Leafs, 13 for the Senators, 12 giveaways for the Leafs, 15 for the Senators, 26, 16, and 8 is the record.
Now
going into tonight's game, which is yet to happen, but it's
gonna
less
be
than an
happening.
hour. You'll know the result by the end of the
Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get into the suspension for Morgan Rielly. So Morgan Rielly on a play after
I'm
Ridley
looking
Gregg.
for the NHL player safety tweet, but no tweet. It's just Kevin Weeks' tweet going viral saying, breaking news, I'm told Rielly is receiving a 5-game suspension. Of course, there's Sens account saying the right amount. The right amount. Sure, because Sam Bennett's not going to get called. He's going to get fined, and then he can friggin' chokehold someone down to the ice, and he's not going to get nothing.
So,
but when it comes to us, there's something called Leafs tax. They add more games because we are the Leafs.
okay, let's get into
Sorry,
it right
it's not
now.
bias, it's just fact.
So, on a play where Shane Pinto passed it to Ridley Gregg, and Ridley Gregg absolutely disrespected and literally slap-shotted into the net. I'm fine with a little taunting. I'm fine with a little showboating.
Here's a picture
but
for you.
You can't literally wire it like you're in the hardest shot competition. When you're right in front. Just pass it in there. We know you're gonna score.
And
we know it's gonna go.
You want to know why he did that? He didn't say, but we all know why. It's because that building was 75%, 80% Leafs fans. The whole 100 section was a sea of blue. When they scored, it sounded like when we were at home, maybe even louder, but with no goal horn. Imagine that. Imagine going like they didn't like that. We took over their arena because their fan base sucks. Sorry to say. And then he had to do that because he was salty.
Morgan Rielly
He
goes
says,
up to Ridley Gregg and
screw you.
rides up the shoulder right to the head. Ridley Gregg goes down and then gets up soon after. Then a little brawl happens, nothing much. Brawl, boom, 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 nothing.
Yeah.
Now let's get into the nitty gritty here. Nitty gritty. 5-game suspension.
Rielly.
Now, there's a similar play. There's a similar play to Matthews. Matthews got a 2-game suspension for riding up the shoulder to the head.
On Rasmus Dahlin.
2-game suspension.
Game a few years ago.
Now we get into the playoffs. Sam Bennett literally commits murder against Matthew Nyes and Michael Bunting.
Injures him.
Michael Bunting's laying on the ground like a fish out of water, laying on the ground like in a fetal position, and old Sam Bennett sees him laying down and goes, yup, right in the unexposed spot, right into the back and the spine, just folds him like an accordion. And nothing on that play, right?
Just a
then minutes later, grabs literally Matthew Nyes, like he was in a WWE ring, says, get over here, and literally choke slams him like he's Hulk Hogan or Kane in the WWE. Literally a WWE maneuver happened in an NHL game. And how much did he get fined? How much did he get suspended? He should have got suspended 15 games, just a 5-game, whatever, 5 to 15 game. I'm running out of breath here.
Oh, yeah.
But 5-game suspension rocked his world. What did he get? No game suspension and a $5,000 fine on the cross-check to Michael Bunting. So we illegally choke-slammed literally Matthew Nyes and got 0 punishment.
In any world, that was worth it for him because he can afford it. You know he can afford it.
$5,000?
And our player was injured for the rest of the playoffs. Ridley Gregg got up and was totally fine. He sold
and he didn't even get choke slammed. It rode up his shoulder right to his head. 2 games.
He fell like a wussy and then he got
5
up
games.
and he was totally fine. And you're giving Riley 5. I get that it was a cross check to the head. You don't want that in the game. But let's be honest here. It's in the game. It happens and you barely suspend them. Player safety is a joke, and everyone knows it. MLSE was not happy with this because we are getting Leaf taxed. It's there for 5 games. 5 games. Morgan Riley is done for 5 games. He will not be able to play in the St. Louis, Philadelphia, Anaheim, St. Louis, and Arizona games. He will be able to return February 22nd in Vegas. At least he can return in Vegas. That's a good thing.
But that's
because these are all terrible teams. But that's still not the point. The point is that we get taxed and we get what's the word? We get screwed by George Peros because he doesn't like us.
No,
and he has the power to say screwed.
And he was a violent player, so of course he's gonna like Sam Bennett. And best part of it, Morgan Riley has 0 history with player safety. Zero. Zilch. Nada.
What happened to Jason Spezza? 0 first-time offender. 0 history with player safety. 6 games for a cross.
But Sam Bennett, old Sam Bennett with the receipts from NHL player safety, gets handed a watch and said, "You're on house arrest, bud, for $5,000. What? Come on, man. Come on, NHL! You mean to tell me that literally a guy with receipts with NHL player safety, met them many times, and you mean to tell me he gets a $5,000 fine, but 2 players with no history, with no receipts with the NHL player safety, first time they ever even met George Peros, they get 5 games each, 1 6 game and 5 games for Morgan Riley.
This is the world we live in. This is the sport we watch. It's run by that clown they call Gary Bettman, and that's what's gonna happen.
And everybody favors the Leafs.
And George Peros run this place.
Everybody favors the Leafs, huh? And the NHL loves the Leafs, yeah.
You would think because we're the most valuable team that generates the most revenue for this league, and yet for some reason we get penalized the most, criticized the most, and talked about the most. That's why they call it the center, the mecca of hockey universe. I don't know what else to say. This is rigged. Stuff is rigged. Tell me that the Super Bowl wasn't scripted. Oh, yeah, it was scripted, all right. They scripted the perfect play to make Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift win, and their beautiful Kansas City Chiefs. I don't like that. I'm not a football fan, but I would have preferred the 49ers because I don't like what's going on there in Chief land. And I don't like 2-time repeats because it's the same in hockey. I know hockey season's longer, but I would not want to see Vegas win again because that's just boring. A whole year goes by and the same thing happens again. Boring. At least a new champion, please.
Next game for the Maple Leafs is against the St. Louis Blues and the Philadelphia Flyers.
And then the Anaheim Ducks on Saturday, which we have a game video for. You can check that out here.
I lost.
The Riley suspension is 5 games. You heard it here. It's done.
It's over.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Just as we wrapped up filming, I'm putting this in the video. I find out that John Tavares and Mitch Marner are missing the St. Louis game due to illness.
Oh, what a great time.
What a great time to be a Leafs fan. Alex T's being called up to play the game, I'm assuming. And yeah, that's that. You already know that. I didn't know that. They're announcing this 30 minutes before the game. Great to know. Whatever. Peace.